Folks, over the last day, Dokkan has been met with a lot of criticism. Not going to say negativity, but criticism due to the announcements, the official announcements of the upcoming 3 EZAs. So in this video, we're going to be discussing what those EZAs look like and why people are feeling the way that they are about these units. And if you want to provide your own response or your own feelings about this, feel free to do so in the comments down below. I'm going to be taking some time to catch up on the comments. I've been very busy and very overwhelmed this last week, and I haven't been able to see the comments, but I'm going to be going through every video that I've missed, and I'm going to catch up on these comments. So let's jump in and take a look at what is going on here. I'm sure you guys already heard of this. The STR Namek Goku EZA. This was announced back during the Dokkan Now video premiere, so we already knew about this for a while, but the EZAs for these units were not the greatest even back then, and I think the reaction was a little bit less prominent just because people were so distracted with the hype of the Cooler and the Goku that they didn't really have time to think about this one. But now that things have settled, people have summoned, you know, the jury's out on how good these units are, all that's left is to look at this one. So with this announcement, the STR Namek Goku, man, did they drop the ball on this one? Now, even in the actual live stream, I reacted the way that I did, and I stand by that. As far as the leader skill goes, this is fantastic. Full 170% for Planet Namek Saga and Super Saiyans is a fantastic category lead. Causes immense damage, raises allies' attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn. I also don't mind this too much because the main reason we care about this unit is the transform state. So I'm a little bit less critical of this one, but I do think some people had an issue with this. Perhaps giving it some sort of stat growth as well would be nice. For the passive, key +2 attack and defense plus 150, attack and defense plus 30 with each attack received up to 59. Transforms when conditions are met. The reason why I don't mind this too much is because the point of this is to have your health at 70% or less starting from turn 3. So if you were to have some sort of a stat growth, then the chances of you possibly executing that turn 3 transformation is probably going to be lower. Now, of course, the argument would be do the end game content, do Cell Max, do this, do that. Of course, that's true. When you do some of the tougher fights like Red Zone or Cell Max, it's going to be a lot easier to fall below 70%, but that's not all that exists in Dokkan. There are other levels of Dokkan, other stages of Dokkan that also require people's attention. So I think this is fine, especially since they're not changing the transformation condition at all. I would have hoped at least they would have been a little bit more lenient with this, but they didn't. So then once you transform, this is where the issue comes into play. So he raises defense, causes immense damage, and lowers attack and defense. Okay, fine. He continues to raise defense. Passive, key +3 attack and defense plus 180, plus an additional defense plus 59, 1 HP is 77% or less, plus an additional attack plus 59 for the rest of the turn, or for the rest of the battle after receiving an attack. Now let's compare that to the initial. Pretty significant change in terms of stats and overall, you know, extra stats that come from receiving an attack. Okay. But now here's, I think, where the center of the controversy takes place. Medium chance to guard all attacks. Guard activated against all attacks and high chance to perform a critical hit for 4 turns when guard is activated. So if you look at that and compare that to its original, medium chance of guarding all attacks, guards all attacks, and high chance of performing a critical hit for 3 turns when guard is activated. The only change that has taken place here is that the performing critical hit has changed to 4 turns instead of 3. The medium chance to guard has stayed the same. Guard being activated and all attacks, blah, 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 everything else is the same. The only change that was made was the 4 turns. And I think a lot of people are upset by this because of the fact that this unit would have been a lot better, obviously, if the guard chance had gone up. Number one, people are not a fan of the medium chance or any sort of chance to guard, especially now with all of these new events that are out there. A lot of people are actively hoping for new units that can drop with guard, with damage reduction, with both, or something to that effect. So having a medium chance to guard is already kind of problematic, and one of the reasons why this unit is not favored as much in terms of the end game content. So if this were to get at least a little EZA or some sort of a boost to go from a medium chance to a high chance, it would have been more logical to do that. And I think that's the problem. Even if you don't care whether it's a medium chance or a high chance, for an EZA, especially one at this level, you would think that this medium chance could be adjusted, but it wasn't. And so as a result, there has been a lot of feedback. I think Minato is talking about how this, I mean, it's sort of become a copy paste and sort of become a beast of its own. Notice how all the big names are talking about it. But this was like apparently one of the common sentiments on the JP side. Okay, I'm scared to look at the replies. I don't want people to say things. But this translates to: you have destroyed Frieza or Furious Goku's Extreme Z Awakening. What are you thinking? I have to solve this problem. So this is, you know, this is just kind of the JP copy pasta. But a lot of people are apparently upset. So now Global has, well, these guys aren't global, but they, you know, we're the global side. We sort of jumped on and has started piling on as well. So, you know, the last time there was an issue, Dokkan had responded. So maybe this could lead to something. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this unit. I do agree that this is my main issue. I do think that the chance to guard should have gone up. It shouldn't be there to begin with, but if they're going to do it, they might as well make this a little bit better. And the critical hit should have been a guarantee. I mean, come on, this is an easy. It's not like these guys are, you know, massively OP units. We have Cooler and Goku for that. This guy is a defensive raising unit, so giving him guaranteed critical, I don't think is that much of a stretch. So I do agree. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, how you feel about that. Now let's move on to the other two units. As far as the team building guides and previews, I will do that on another video because we don't have the data downloaded yet. We don't know exactly what the type weaknesses are. For this one, full power Frieza, his leader skill was bumped up from 130 to 150. Raising attack and defense on both levels of his super attack was a fantastic choice, because one of the main problems with this unit is that his defense is kind of duty because it doesn't exist. This guy's all about reckless abandon and just going in for the kill. The problem is he can't do either. He can't tank, nor can he kill, because the power just isn't there. So this EZA does change that to an extent. We gain some defense when performing a super attack. We also gain a base passive with attack and defense, and the amount of attack that you gain is increased when HP is 40% or 60, 80%. The problem is, I think they should have increased the defense as well, because ideally you want to be around the 40% or less threshold, which means you can perform that guaranteed critical hit. But if you want to regulate and stay there, you're going to need some defense. You're going to need some padding. And I think this unit could have greatly benefited from some extra defense on the passive, but we didn't get it. So the only defense that we're getting is from these. And I don't think that that amounts to much unless you go for full additional, which kind of is against the point of this unit. So I think this was just a giant misstep in terms of its design. I think there could have been more for it. I really wanted this unit to be good. I wanted this unit to be comparable to the AGL contemporary from last year's worldwide download, but alas, that is not the case. The only good thing though is that we have the disabling enemies attack animation within the turn if HP is 40% or less. That is pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think about this unit as well. Defense was added, but was it enough? Love to know what you guys think. And lastly, this is the final where are we going? This is the final EZA that we received. Can you go away, please? I really hate that. Okay. This is the final EZA, the TEQ Cooler. This final form Cooler is a sub EZA of the physical Cooler Extreme Z battle event. So actually you can work on this right now. You can't awaken the unit, but you can work on the medals right now. You're going to need to go through these stages, go back to the select stages, and pick up the copies of the medals that you need to awaken this unit. And here's the amount that you need. You're going to need 12 bronze medals. You're going to need 20 silver medals. You're going to need 12 gold and 12 rainbows. So all you got to do is simply go to the highest stage that provides each medal, run through that enough times so that you can earn those medals that you need. 12, 20, 12, 12. Anyway, this unit is an AGL Tech physical type key plus 3, 80% stats, raises attack and defense, constant premium, and medium chance to stun. Key plus 2 attack and defense plus 150, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, great chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned. That's pretty cool. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 20 with each super attack performed up to 50, stuns the attacked enemy when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku once only. Honestly, out of the three, I like this one the most, mainly because the expectation is low. It's a sub EZA, so we're not expecting the world from it, but even then it's a very simple design and we get how it works. Stacking that attack and defense, all the while trying to stun, this is going to be good for Super Battle Road. Also, in the process, you have the ability to launch an additional super attack, that possibly, and you have a great chance for a critical hit. So basically, all you have to worry about would be additionals and dodges if you so choose. But depending on which sort of events you like to run through more, you could then change up the formula a little bit for this unit. So I kind of like the simplicity of this guy and how the design is very straightforward and it tells you exactly how you want to run the unit. So I think, yeah, expectation is definitely the root cause of this massive clapback with this STR Namek Goku. But I just want to share my thoughts. Again, the data download will be dropping hopefully later on this evening, at which point I will do a preview video for these EZAs as they will be dropping tomorrow night. That's going to be it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know what you guys think about these three EZAs. Rank them. Not in terms of how they are compared to each other, but in terms of what you were expecting and did it meet your expectations? Do you like the unit or not? So for the TEQ Cooler, I'm going to say like a 7 out of 10. It's fine. For the Frieza, I'm going to say it's a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. And for the Goku, I'm going to say that that's a 4. I am pretty let down by the guard thing, but I'm also not against using the unit. I am going to be running the unit. So love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.